but our interest should be majorly on your central instance. On Saturday, we had an overview of central instance, but today we have to have a detailed discussion on central instance. So for that reason, you guys have to take down the heading today as work process in detail. Work process in detail. Guys, I like to go to the system wherein the central instance and database instance is completed. Now, in front of you, I need to go to that system. So, for that thing, I have to first connect the VPN. So, our systems are kept somewhere in the world. Where they are, no one. So, because everything, whatever you have cloud in today's world, no one know where the servers are. But you will be given a VPN, and I'm going to explain you this VPN and all once we start our actual classes related to post installation.
Hello, hello, sir.
Yes,
Yeah, actually, your voice is breaking sometimes for me.
for Niranjan only.
Yes,
So, because guys, if you have any voice breaking, please address me. There can be a issue from my side, or there can be issue from your side as well. So if everyone are facing that issue, I am going to address it from my side. And if it is happening from your side, so you need to log off and re-log in here. So anyone else getting the issue while connecting or working or listening to the class? If you are facing an issue, then only you open the mic and speak. If not, Niranjan will disconnect and reconnect the class. So, no one is responding, Niranjan. So, what I'm
fine,
planning to do
fine.
right now is I'm going to go to the system. But before I go to that system wherein this central instance and database instance is loaded, this system wherein you're seeing an IP address 192.168.0.201, it is kept somewhere in the cloud. We don't even know where it is kept, right? So even it is not in the building what I'm sitting right now. It is somewhere in the cloud. So what I would do, if I want to connect the system, I will go with VPN. VPN is something called as virtual private network, right? So we didn't give you still virtual private network as such, but we are going to give you this virtual private network soon so that you can also access our systems of the lab. So what I'm going to do now right now is in front of you, I'm going to connect the virtual private network in front of you. So this is that virtual private network which I need to connect, guys. You have seen that VPN 211. So let me say connect. And one more thing before I connect this. The moment I connect this, guys, I will be having a disconnect with you for a fraction of seconds. You need to bear me for this. Because unless until I connect the system, I connect the VPN, I won't be able to log into the system. So let me say connect now.
That's all audible.
So I'm trying now. My VPN is also connected, and my internet is also connected. Fine. So I'll just check what systems I'm planning to connect now, whether I am able to ping that system. Why I'm showing you all these things is you need to even do the same work once we give you VPN access to connect our lab systems. See this, guys. If you see, I'm pinging a system with a series 192.168.0.201. So if this responds to me, then it means that I'm connected to VPN. So now 201 system might be it's physically down. I'll go with 202. So I'm not able to connect here. That means my VPN is doing some issue. So where is my VPN? This is my VPN. Now let me connect the VPN. Guys, I'm telling you again, the moment I connect the VPN, I will be disconnected with you for a fraction of seconds. Please bear me. Yes, guys, now I'm connected, and hopefully you guys are going to face the similar kind of issue when you connect to your VPN for the first time. Hope now we are connected to VPN, we can go further. So you can see me when I ping this system, it is responding now. So guys, this VPN is something like which will take you to the place where the servers are kept. So then you can connect any system with this IP addresses 201, 202, 203. Our all servers are running with these IP addresses 204. So in coming future, in a matter of another, whenever I teach you post installation subject, you guys are going to test all this systems in the same way, because we have seen that we have a lot of systems in our landscape wherein SAP is loaded, and the IP address of these systems are which I'm typing right now: 201, 202, 203, 204, 208, 209. So in these way, we have nearly about 23 systems in our lab, which includes S4 HANA from R3 to S4 HANA. So similar way, after pinging it, I'm planning to go to the OS level of this system with the help of remote desktop. So here we go. So why I'm going to go to the OS level, guys? Unless until we have some work at OS, we are never going to log into the operating system of the server. And now you can ask me, sir, why you are going to the operating system of the server? There is a simple reason, guys. We are going to look at the system where central instance and database instance is loaded, and this is that system wherein central instance and database instance is loaded. Precisely, I'm going to show you certain things which comes on your system the moment you load your central instance. The things which are going to come on your system, this is that system: SAP R3 management console. This is the name of your console, which will help us to start and stop SAP system. And apart from that, if you go into your database, if you go into your E drive or D drive, you can see a directory with the name USR. The people who have installed the systems, they can watch this. The people who have to do the installation, after your installation, you guys can see this USR directory, Oracle directory, and then you're seeing V01. Guys, this is a SID of the system. And you can see the size of the database here. The entire database on the R3 system is in these four folders. How much is the size? 34.5. That means nearly 35 GB is the size of your database. And we are not bothered about database now. We are majorly bothered about SAP central instance. So let me open this R3 management console. So today's class is to understand your central instance in detail. And when I'm opening the central instance in detail, in the last class, I have discussed about your work process, rather overview of your work process. And I've spoke about your services as well. So, but you have never asked me, sir, where we can see this work process, where we can see these services. Now the time has come to understand where they are and actually what is the detailed information about this work process. So I'm opening this SAP R3 system console. When I open it, what I'm seeing here, V01. You know, guys, what is this V01 means? This V01 is nothing but SID of the system. SID is system ID. I have told you SID can be a three-letter word starting with alphabet. Yeah, and then it can be anything. So in our lab, what we have done, On a system wherein you see an IP address as 201, you know very well without a host name there will not be any system. We have named the system as version 01. What's that? We are version IT. So the first system is version 01, whose IP address is 201, and whose we have kept the SID as V01. We kept everything in sync. So tomorrow, the people who just know host name of the system, they would understand the IP address and they would even understand the SID. And when I open it one step, what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing the host name along with this zero. Guys, actually, this is not one zero. These are two zeros. Zero, zero. That's nothing but your instance number. And if I still open it, what I'm seeing here, process list. In this process list, right hand side, you're seeing two entities. One is message server, that is but wherever your message service is running. The other day we have given you the importance of message service. And second thing which we haven't discussed about is something called as dispatcher. And next you have WP table. What do you mean by WP table, guys? Work process table. Now, whatever the work process we spoke about are here. What is this? DIA, 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 DIA. These all are dialog work process. And BTC, BTC, BTC. These all are background work process. UPD, I have told you have two types of updates, UPD and UP2. Two types of updates. SPO, spool work process, and NQ, NQ work process. So these all work process are majorly into wait, and a couple of work processes. There are certain background jobs which are still running since ages. That's the reason why they are in run. Now, what do you mean by this wait? What do you mean by this run? First of all, let me say right click, and what I'm doing here, this process, whatever I'm showing you guys, it means I'm stopping SAP system. The moment I say stop SAP system, all the work process from yes are going into no. So that means I have told you your work process and services are bread and butter for you for a reason, because whatever happens in SAP system, the work process has to do it. And for a work process to do that, you're seeing that this work process should always be in yes, and the status should be in waiting. And the message service should be running now, that is stopped. That means SAP is totally stopped. Now, how do you start SAP system? Right click start. The moment I start, you're seeing like first of all, it is checking the database. As the database is checked, next what you're going to see, your message server is coming green, dispatcher is coming, okay, into yellow, and then WP table. These are your work process. And what is the status of all your work process? They're slowly going to come into yes, and the run will go into wait. Now we are here to understand today the details about these work process. The other day I have given you one liner. Today we are going to discuss in detail. And the people who have missed Saturday's classes, I don't know whether they have got a chance to look into the Saturday's class video, but they have looked into or not. That's a different story, because today's class is a revision of whatever we are doing and much more in detail about this work process. That's the reason we have written what? What is the heading today? Central instance in detail. Now write down every central instance, every central instance of SAP system, or every central instance of R3 system or SAP R3 system, every central instance of SAP's R3 system comprises of comprises of work process, work process, services, services, work process, services, and a dispatcher, and a dispatcher. The other day we did discuss about dispatcher, but today we are writing about your dispatcher as okay. So now write down work process of SAP system are designed are designed to process user request, process user request, are designed to process user request, and they are number one, dialogue work process, dialogue work process, dialogue work process, represented as represented as DIA, represented as DIA, and would help would help every user to process online request, and would process online request executed by the users, executed by the users via GUI, via GUI. Now, guys, whatever the statement I have given, I like to show you that statement. Now, I'm a basis user. How do I log into system? I log in via what is this? SAP logon. What do you call this SAP logon? This is my presentation. Yeah. And with the help of a presentation, I would log into which system? I would log into 201 system. See, where is my 201 system? Here. And when you look at the properties of it, where I'm going here to 201 system, whose SID is V01, whose instance number is, and description can be anything meaningful. So I am connecting this system now. Connect. The moment I connect, I am connecting which system, you can see all the details. Now I have my user here. I'm a user now. Not only me, guys, everyone will have the SD, MM, PP, HR, FICO, ABAP basis. Everyone would have their own user. Now, once they have the user, what they are going to do with the user now? See, I'm logging on to the system with the help of the user. Logged in. And as per the statement what I have given, as per the statement whatever I have given, I say whatever. Now I am trying to log in. What kind of task is this? This is also online task. So who has to process this online task for me? Dialog work process has to come into run and process it. Now once you log in, the process is completed. Now let me hit something which is little bigger job. See this. I have hit some bigger job, that is refreshing the database. This is all online. I am doing this job online. And when I do any task in the online, which work process has to come into run now? You can see a work process is coming into run. Apart from that, there are certain background jobs which are running with some other user. Because a lot of users can log in and do the job, right? For whatever they are scheduled to. But I am concentrating on online tasks. Whenever I do an online task, who does it? Who does it, guys? Dialog work processes do it. Clear? So dialog work process is processing online tasks. Now see, in front of you, I will stop this. I will stop this. I've stopped it. Once I stopped it, what's happening now? It came into wait. So now, as I have done the work, even DDIC user is also doing some work. So that is there is this is the standard user of SAP system which is doing the work. Clear? So any user like this from a different corner, if they do the work process would process that job or task or a work. Online work is done by whom? Tell me. Dialog work process. If
Dialog work process.
if I want to do something in the background, guys, in everything in SAP system, whatever you do is an online work only. Unless until I say, unless until I say, can you please do this in what is this? Background.
Background.
I'm doing specifically this job in a background. When I specifically start this work in the background, you can go and see how this work is starting with for my user. Got it? For my user. So you seen that? Who's doing background work process? So dialog work process is doing online work. Background work process is doing background work. So similar way, if I do any save, SU01, I am going to create your name, beta. Malik. Malik. Malik, I am creating your user. Then, when I create his user and save, when I do save, who is going to work? Can you tell me who is going to work when I save something? Update has to work. So this is what I was explaining you all the time yesterday, and today in detail I'm explaining that. See this, guys, whatever the job I'm doing, this is all the job you guys are going to do in your coming future, because we are going to teach you all these things. Okay, the client copy is not done here. Okay, so see this. What I'm going to do now here, what is this? Save. The moment I save, who is going to come into picture? You can go and see. Update is going to come in picture. So guys, by the time we do this and come out, update will complete the job as well. So why? Because these all things will happen. See, this Malik user is saved already. So for that reason, I'm telling you, these all jobs are done in fraction of milliseconds or microseconds sometimes. So, and we are trying to understand this work process and their usage. Are you able to understand what I'm trying to say, guys? Everyone. So now you write down what I'm trying to say. You just write down whatever I'm going to say. So first line, what you have written is dialogue work process, right? Next, write down next statement. Each dialogue work process, each dialogue work process can tentatively handle, can tentatively handle 10 presentations, 10 presentations, but one at a time. 10 presentations, but one at a time. You have seen that? So how many dialogue work process you are seeing here altogether? Tell me, yeah. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is altogether 6. As per the statement what I have given, how many presentations can log in here?
Six.
One dialogue work